We're back once again. Pretty skin. Blue side again.
Yep.
How are the games in the last week?
So right after the coaching,
Yeah.
I think I won like 10 straight or something, got to
All
gold
right.
1.
All right.
But then I had a couple troll games, so I'm back down to gold 2. But it's going good.
I mean, I think the main thing is, as we said, we're gonna see this once a coaching sessions has gone through, and hopefully it helps. And you go on those big 10 game runs. I think you feel good about that. I feel good about that. The difficulty now is sort of hammering in this permanently.
Yeah. So that's why I picked this game. You can
Okay.
see your recommendations in the first 5 minutes, how good it goes, kind of.
Okay.
So last game I was playing from behind a lot. This game we get way far ahead and throw. Not to spoil it, but I like this new 4-camp clear a lot, honestly. It's way better than full clearing.
There's actually I'll guess if you guys are watching the stream, I'll give you a teaser. Your game we were talking about throwing last week, right? And I thought that'd be a really good idea for a video. So I'm doing something like that for the next one. But
yeah,
the reason when we talked about your camp timings, 4-camp allowing you to get on the map, be ahead of another jungler, that's literally, even in this Grandmaster game that I'm reviewing, it's the same sort of principle. So it carries all the way through really, really nicely. So I'm glad to hear that you like this 4-camp better.
I do it. The only thing I'll do sometimes is that reverse clear you were talking about, if it's like Graves or something, but I really do like this Hecarim clear a lot. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's quick too with Talisman with Echo. I mean, even though you're not kiting that much, you're trying. I mean, you can even kite it a bit more so that the babies take a full dose of Q.
Yeah.
And you take a little bit more a little less damage, and you get a bit of healing without tanking anything. So that's all I can see from the offset. But otherwise, yeah, it's so nice. Now, this game, okay, so obviously the early game I could see from the kills, it's gonna be nice. What were you thinking being against a Sejuani? Now I get a little bit tilted from a Sejuani because I always feel like she's just going to, in the end, win the game just by CC and being irritating. So what are you looking to do to sort of make sure she doesn't get to play the game?
So my original thought is all these lanes are kind of volatile. Jin Thresh, Zed into Nico, and Udyr into Volley. I don't know as much, but I think we can do stuff there too because he's got CC.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just going to try and spam gank and get ahead that way, which she is too, but maybe try and track her better and counter gank and stuff, kind of control her early. I know she likes to spam gank a lot, so I was going to just really rely on like tracking and kind of see where the game goes, see if I can get good ganks off.
Yeah, the tank jungler meta, it's not, we haven't had one for a while, but yeah, they need to gank, because basically, if they were to try gank ungankable lanes, which I hate as a volleyball player, and if you have really strong anti-gank lanes, or that their team has really shitty lanes, no CC and whatnot, and they're a tank jungler, and you just farm it up, and you take your dragons and you counter gank, they're never going to be able to match that cadence. So I like the fact that you, instead of thinking about just relaxing and farming, you're thinking, okay, I'll beat her at her own game, and then I also can farm quicker than you. It's a nice mentality.
Yeah.
The Udyr, okay, that's a 1-for-1. The Udyr, did you pay attention to his build?
Yeah, I know he's gonna go AP. I think he was even talking about it.
Yeah, it's the Leandri's Frozen Heart. it's if he goes that, it's actually just disgusting. I mentioned it in my video last weekend. And people were like, are you kidding? I was like, nah. Vega V2 coaching as well was talking about it.
I think I saw he's going AP. I've seen stuff about it, obviously trick and stuff, but I figured if I can get him ahead, then I won't have to worry about him.
That's
so yeah, the 4-camp clear into gank, and he just knows he's dead.
And we talked about the W placement as well. That's nice. If he goes there, he's screwed.
Yeah, I thought he might flash.
Yeah, if he flashes, you just E onto him and he's dead. And if you need the shield, you got it. But you didn't need the shield because you had the damage and he was low, and Trick just gets to run away from Trick. Thank you, Twitch chat. I take your joke. Right. What do we think the Sejuani is?
So I think I saw her start bot. I don't know if Sejuani's usually take Talisman, or they could probably take either, I'm guessing. But I was guessing that she's going to be topside at the scuttle after that gank, but I just beat her to it. The lane was in a better spot for me. So I expect to see her at the scuttle.
Yeah. I'd hit the plant just to see. just to see what we're looking at.
Yeah.
But she's right here, but you know, she could be over here. I'd always want to hit this just to see. Now, if it's not a Sejuani, if it's a Kha'Zix, a Graves, you know, if for some reason a Nidalee in this elo, you know, you just want to be able to see what's happening. You don't want to blind face check it. So I think hitting that would be good practice. But
Yeah.
here we run into her. She should have her E passive, but you actually just E-smite it better than her.
Yeah.
Better player wins. Very nice. Good. And you can see from a CS, I don't know if you're tracking that, but 5 camps. That's
Yeah, I saw that.
very standard. You're a Kha'Zix, a Sejuani. I don't really like a 5 camp for a tank. I feel like you should try get on the map before the Echo. The problem is if she goes for that gank here, you're there for counter ganking. So that's more her game plan. But now you've had the good gank top lane. You got doubles. You stole the crab. They died 1v1, so volatile indeed. But she only has 3 CS. That's kind of funny. What are you thinking about doing next?
So now I know that Sejuani's just going to go to their Scuttle Crab.
Mhm.
So I told my bot laner, I see they have Prio, mid's about even. He's even a level up. I didn't even see that. But so now I'm thinking, all right, I'm going to go. She's going to go there. I'm going to go try and waste her time by going and taking it with my ADC and support.
That's what we want to do. She most likely goes straight there. She will have smite and you don't this time. But yeah, the Jhin, great rotation. And you see, this brings a huge point to everyone that watches this video in whatever medium. When I say in my videos, ping, communicate, type, whatever it may be, you never know when they listen. Like, if they don't listen, you know, it's frustrating for you and it sucks. But if you don't even communicate at all, then you don't even have the possibility of this great play, you know? So
Yeah.
that's good. That communication, we mentioned it a little bit as well. So that's really good. Yeah, just chunk her a little bit. Q, it just misses. That's fine. She's actually going to stick this out, really? Why?
Yeah, it gets, I don't know.
She flashed. Did you track it? No one saw that. None of you see that. Yeah, she flashed through this bush. You could see the particles. Even when it's not warded, you can see that stuff. You can see the particles, so... Just a little bit of micro recognition there's nice, because I see no one pinging it. I think that's huge on her, because... Oh no, come on, Sejuani, it's just...
I know.
Give up the
She's
crab,
mad
man.
about the Scuttle, you know?
Okay, so you hit the Q on the brand too. We've got the shield here. We got the vision. We got an E up. Q, very nice. Very shifty. Lantern, thank you, Thrush. This is good.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, yeah, I think pulling out here is good. Guys, come on. Come on, leave. Leave. Alright. Top lane dies solo. Hey, 1 for 1. Nice. Okay. Yeah, all of that. Very good reads, good game planning. I like it. Now, what a inner clear does for you, and what a 4-camp clear of any nature does for you. A lot of pros, and I'm also going to talk about this in the video. Red, Raptors, Blue, Gromp is another camp clear for a Graves, for example. With Echo, you wouldn't do it unless... No, you would never do it. But what that does is it sets up that reverse clear we talked about, where if there's no gank here, you can then fall down to the Wolves, take this crab, look for a gank on the bottom side, and then transition to Krugs and get a second tier Raptor camp. Now, what you've done with your 4-camp inner clear is, while it isn't as good for sort of getting second tier camp experience, you have set it up. So you have a smite left. What are you thinking? And then I'll tell you what I'm thinking.
So, I was thinking, I got a lot of gold, right? I got 3 kills.
1,800 stunks, yep.
Yeah, so I was thinking I could just clear Raptors and stuff, but I don't know if it's not just almost faster to back. And then I have Wolves tier 2 up and Raptors tier 2 up. So I think my game plan was, I see Volley's flashes down and he's level 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking I'm gonna go up to Wolves, and if Volley's over, maybe I can gank him before he's 6, and then fall back and sequence down towards Dragon. You know, Wolves, Raptors, Krugs.
Okay.
That was my game plan, at least. Back in, buy in, and then going to Wolves and checking for a gank.
Was Brand? Yeah. So I see that's one possibility. That's a very good ganking mindset. And I think that's something I have to force myself into a lot, because immediately I'm thinking, wow, this is a great start. I'm so ahead. If Brand was dead, or he died last, so you knew he was really detached from the center, I think you should definitely consider a nice, you took this, and she's pushing the wave. The wave is in a shitty position for her, but she's Level 3, no flash. I think you can consider going for this gank.
Yeah.
As your Jin joins in. But that's why I said to myself, where's Brand? Because I wasn't paying attention to his death timer. In game, you would always have to. Risky. You probably die if he hits a stun on you and you don't have a lot of resources. So if this bot lane, you know, is really separated and you know where Brand is or isn't, then I think look for this. Secondly, even if that gank isn't there, you could very easily Krugs and then Raptors. But then that sets you up for sequencing up. But I think I would do that only if, as you said, you didn't have as much gold as you did. Maybe you just had 1 kill, maybe you've got an assist or 2, and you would need a little bit more experience and gold to get your item spikes. I think then I would think about a potential sequence. And now you could also simply go Raptors into Krugs to set you up for a sequence down. Just contextually, if you don't have as many kills, something I would think about.
Yeah.
But given how fed you were, I like what you were thinking. Definitely. Looks like you're going down, though. Okay.
No, I just back.
Oh, okay. I think you should just... You think you could go straight there. The issue is we see Sejuani. The issue is we don't know where Sejuani is, we don't have vision, and we get hit. So this is the problem. Yeah, you have to be careful now. You should scan if you have it on your way up. And he hit 6 anyway.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
But so I think I walk like I'm not gonna gank too, because I see he's still up and then come back. I don't know if she still spotted me or not.
Yeah. My problem is once he hits 6, the timing is unfortunate. Once you get detected here, I think I'm not liking the odds.
Yeah.
Of even going for this, because if he hits 6, and I know he's still 5 right now, but you got seen, so they know you're there. They hit you. She's not even considering counter ganking, but you don't know this. You have no idea what she's doing or what her resource levels are. So I think here going for this is now sort of you're stuck in that. If you're Elise or Rek'Sai, yeah, I'd probably keep going. But I think with Echo, you can afford to simply just fall back and sequence down. Yeah,
try and get to 6. Yeah.
Well, I think because sequencing down here is so good, because she's gone up, so it gives you priority on her for dragging and bot lane ganking.
Yeah.
But I like the Dark Seal as well.
Yeah, I kind of switched my build too since last time. I haven't been building Proto Belt. I do like the Lich Bane a lot.
It's nice, right?
Yeah, it is pretty sweet actually.
What revealed him? The Sejuani hit a plant. So the Sejuani was ahead of him in sequencing up, and so got to the plant first, and he gets hit right here. Twitch chat. Right there. And this is what I'm saying. He could now say, okay, well, I'm discovered. Go and hit this plant. Again, this plant's your nemesis. Hit it just in case she's going for a gank. If she is, go counter gank. If not, you can just afford to sequence down. And of course, here, my only issue with the gank was at the end. Your Q hits a whole bunch of minions. And he had a nice push towards him. So you kind of, the wave gets impacted there in a sort of negative way.
Yeah.
But you get his ult, so it's not the end of the world. But now you are behind. Ooh, are we going for the repeat gank?
Yeah, so I know Sejuani's up here too.
Yeah.
And so I kind of hang around for a second. Yeah. And the wave, it does kind of mess it up, but I think it's still pushing. I don't know how AP really, if he has to push the wave. But
if he's using Phoenix, yeah.
Yeah. I
mean, that's just... So, this is the good ganking mindset. The thing is, always, with ganking comes inherent risk. If it doesn't succeed, experience-wise, you're screwed. So I think this was good eyes from you. You knew she was up here. You knew it was likely she might try and abuse it. And it was just a good read. Good jungle instincts. Like we talked about in the last video, you had good instincts with it. I think we could have saved our W just a little bit. Because once he sees you, right, he's going to pull out. Once he sees you, he's detaching. And he was always going to see you before your W lands. But...
yeah, I could have used it to cut him off way better. I don't know if... yeah, definitely.
But it's fine. That's good. I like it. Right. You should have plants in the river for HP and regen, which we don't take. Where are you going?
I'm not sure. I was a little behind on Twitch, but...
oh, wait. Let me put it on the... sorry. Let me put it on here as well, so...
yeah, if I could do it on Discord.
JavaScript error occurred. JavaScript error occurred to the main process. Alright. So... Everything is broken now. Twitch, am I still live even? Okay, good. Yeah, the Discord is inting. It's not working. Sorry.
That's all good.
I don't want to press more buttons. So you're heading down through mid lane. We're walking all the way down here. Why?
I don't know. I think I was just wanted to clear bot side and set up for drag is my guess.
I think that's the ultimate end game. I think that's the ultimate end game.
Oh, you know what it was? Now I remember. So this happened in the last video too. I saw my red buff spawn, so I know her blue buff's up.
Right.
And I know that's where she's going to be going because she just sequenced top, and that's so I call my Jin and Thresh over, I think, to take her blue.
This is very aggro. I like it, and it's going to pay off. So, you know, the one part of me says, you know what, this is aggressive. Jin follows. You get. Let's just play it through. We don't get the blue, but we get a kill.
Yeah.
No. So you don't get a kill. Let's just see what happens here. Okay, we get the Senna. I'm gonna see what happens first, and then I'll play it out. I mean, you guys have an absolutely huge lead, right? Now, Echo's strength comes in, so you don't even get the blue.
Yeah.
Echo's strength comes in from his ability to do what you've done and to also maintain superior experience. By doing this, you're ignoring your Grump, and as someone said as well, you can just take the Grump, you can take the Wolves, you can go over here and take the Crab, you'll be level 6, you can afford to relax, and if you have a lot of gold, you don't have a lot of gold, but if you finish Runic Echoes, you can reset, or simply, is mid lane gankable? Is mid lane pushing up so that I can cheat path across, right? I think here, easily you can cheat path across because he's pushing up, right? And then you can go to your red side and do what you need to do. I give her blue because the invade there is a very high variance play. By that I mean, if things go badly, they're gonna go really badly. Like, really badly. You know, you didn't even get the blue and you didn't kill the Sejuani. What happens if Senna was a bit more prudent or better at spacing and you die because you don't have ultimate or flash, you know?
Yeah.
Already what happens is a few of your team dies. I mean, we're baiting them in. You're 5-0. So at this point, we need to solidify our lead. Our lead currently doesn't exist in experience. But by sequencing down, taking that crab, setting up for this, you give her the blue. You say, it's okay, you have it. You have more than enough time to take all of this stuff. They have good vision control. You spam ping, say, listen, she's on blue, don't die to the gank. And if she does gank, you're rotating down, you're ready for the counter gank. You'll be present. And you'll be 6 and you'll be ahead of her. This play, while I like it, is, you know, you're skipping too much on the map here. I think. Like, everything you did was great. Good reads. But now we're letting our farming go too far the other direction. And if you don't get the kills, like I said for the gank, if you don't get the kills and you don't get the payout from this pressure, she will end up ahead of you. There's a nice hook by Thresh, though. I mean, Thresh makes that play. Bot lane not paying attention, but Nico gets there before Zed. And this is something that's very interesting, is that people will say, hey, Zed had mid-prior. Yeah, Zed had mid-prior for River. But for blue buff rotation, Nico had prior, because she was right here. She can get there more easily than Zed can get there.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's something also we have to sort of factor into the invade. So Jin's dead. That's unfortunate. Sejuani's just a tanky sumbitch. Jesus. Yeah. It's so hard to kill her. And now what? You know, like, you get a kill, but you've left a full sequence on the map.
Yep.
And you give her the blue. Say, you take your blue, you take your Grump, I'm going to sequence all the way down, get a full crab, I'll be there to counter gank you, and if she doesn't gank and sequences top, you can reset, and then do what you wanted to do, go straight directly to Dragon. I love the play from a jungle perspective. You top, a lot of things happen, good things. Take all of this, sequence down. If you need a counter gank, you're there. You're Echo, it's easy. And now, you're reset, and what everyone expects junglers to do, and what they do in this elo, is they go back topside, and then they sequence down again, which allows the Sejuani to say, you know what, I'll take the Dragon. So for you, I think, once you've sequenced down and done all of that, shadow her possible gank, right, for the counter gank, instead of going back up, you just go straight to the Dragon. You say, thank you very much. And that's how you sort of play I have 5 kills, I'm way ahead of you, and now I have an objective and experience over you. And you're gonna basically just reach a power spike that's impossible for them to deal with you. Whereas currently, we're 821 in the game, and you are level 5.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying with that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it makes sense to me. I don't know. It was just like seeing her blew up and that I was stronger. I was just thinking, okay, if I take this away, she's just even more screwed now. But it would have been nice to be 6 by this time for sure, because we probably would have gotten even more kills and been fine doing that play.
Yeah. I mean, look, that's why I said the one part of me will want to say results-based thinking, good job. But the rational part of our minds has to say, you know, it's a high variance play, and because it paid out, we can't necessarily say that it's good, you know?
Yeah.
But the Zed did a good roam. He used that pressure for a roam again. Nice. It's almost a perfect storm, but they counter invade your blue buff, you see?
Yeah.
So, and this is my point, it's come to fruition. Look at her CS, look at yours.
Yeah, she's a good amount higher than me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and a lot of that's because of all this stuff here. You know? If you had done all of this, you know, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, shadowed this, you know, you're equal to her in CS.
Yeah.
You know, it's just one full clear. And you still get the dragon, the Zed still roams, and basically you're just letting her do her own thing because you were 5-0. But you played it like, I guess you played it like a kind of, I don't know how you played it like a Nidalee Zac. You know? Like you were a tank jungler, but you did a lot of damage.
Yeah, I've messed that W up too pretty bad. I don't know, my mindset was, because I know their team comps a little bit better than ours. Like we have Zed, Echo, Udyr.
Yeah,
so
that's the team fight.
I was just trying to take her out of the game, but it's hard for me to tell when like cause sometimes falling back and not pressuring them is like just letting them back in. I don't know, it's just hard to tell sometimes. But I see what you're saying about that one.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. That's the difficulty. That's where that read comes in. This is great. You know she hit the plant, and I said, look, you could easily afford to do these camps, and then look if she goes back for the gank, right? But you decided to go for the gank, you burn his ultimate. That's good, we go back down. You anticipate, look, most likely they're going to try and abuse this, she was in the area, and there's a great read, right? That's a jungle instinct. It's feeling what the enemy jungler wants to do as well. I like that. But after that, it's almost like you have to turn down the power, you know? You turn the power up to 100 the whole early game, but you can't run the whole game like that. You're just going to run out of juice.
Which is kind of exactly what I think happens in this game, and that's why it starts to go downhill. But
yeah, that's why I like to talk about that bit. It's really, it's again, a little abstract, but definitely I think just taking all of this crap and shadowing the possibility for a gank is great. Because even if she doesn't gank, right? If you're full resources and don't have that much gold, or you're feeling strong, you can easily lane gank as well, versus this bottom lane. Because they have no flash. They had no flash quite a lot early because of your pressure. Yeah. Your initial pressure was great. This is what I'm talking about with Echo. If you can get that pressure, it's great because it sets up your dragons and your objectives, but it also sets up your farming and experience. The thing is, I don't believe you've taken these again. Actually, you haven't taken Grump at all, sorry. You haven't taken Wolves again. So you got a tier 2 Wolf camp sitting up and a tier 1 Grump camp. Whereas compared to her, she's got here level 8 Raptors, level 7 Grump. She's taken these, which are probably level 7 as well. These will spawn again level 8 most likely. So she's got very high level experience camps on the map because of her sequencing, and you have very low experience camps. So even if you fall back to farm now, you're not going to get the jump you think you are. You only get to get the jump in the next 2 minutes when they spawn again. So you're currently playing at an experience deficit.
Yeah. So I don't know. The 4 camp, like you were saying, is good, but then I guess this is the trap I don't know if it's because I got so many kills early that it just trapped me into, I might as well just go get more kills and keep pressure on. But
yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it's the Karthus effect, I call it. It's the Karthus effect. Because what do you want to do as a versus a Karthus? You
invade him and kill him a bunch?
True, but what's the inclination if you have really weak lanes? Like say you have freaking Kaels at mid and top and there's no prio and they're just dying. You can't afford to go and turbo invade a Karthus because they're just going to collapse and kill you. So what you try to do is you try and match his farming cadence. So everyone knows, Karthus gonna do blue, Gromp, Wolves, sequence up, look for crab, if nothing, reset, take the other crab, and then sequence again. So what other junglers try to do is say, okay, I can match it. Then, you know, red, Krugs, Raptors, blue side, crab, haha, I took the crab, go back to base. But by the time you go back down to the bottom lane, the dude's already here again. And you cannot match his farming cadence. It's the same kind of thing versus these junglers where you feel you need to be too active early. You're trying to end the game before it begins, and by doing so, you end up missing a few things, you know?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And now she goes straight bottom lane. Oh. I got Nico'd, but yeah. She's top laner, yeah. I just looked down and saw the Nico.
Yeah. Our ADC gets Nico'd pretty bad a couple times this game, but...
So the only time you can get Nico'd well is in VOD review, guys.
Yeah.
Because I don't have control of your point of view. So she ganks top lane here. What are you thinking now? Because you have both objectives, which I like. So we can ping pong those very easily. We've got 2 minutes until the plates go down. Where are you thinking of using a top lane?
I think I don't know if I was just responding to this gank, but obviously I want to get a kill and then use it. So I can't really remember if I was thinking we could even dive this now that he has no ult and I'm pretty strong.
You could once you ease up.
Yeah.
But you have to be careful of the roams.
Yeah, I think I see Sejuani and stuff here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just easy. Yeah, no respect for Echo. Yeah. But Nico's rotating up. You did get pinged. That's okay. We have a W up. We have a W. We have a W. I think we could have thrown the W, but maybe retreating is a safer move.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh, you ran that way. You got E and flash.
Yeah, I think volley comes back.
So the play is good. The rotation is nice. You know what? I'm not that unhappy that you didn't take this. I think at this point, elevating the game state would be good because the Udyr could afford to rotate with you to this next dragon.
Yeah, you're saying if I took that tower all the way?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, just pay attention to those Nico rotations. I mean, you don't always have to use a Herald there. You still have 2 minutes.
Yeah, usually I try and get a kill, you know, and get a push, but it just kind of seemed once the volley died and I saw we killed the Sejuani, then I just wasn't paying attention to Nico.
Yeah, I think knowing that he has TP, knowing that the Nico was mid and Zed's base, I think just killing the Sejuani by her greeting is great. And then using that prior again, fall down, take your Grom, take your Wolves, take this crab. Zed will be back into lane, and now you can even use it here because he has 2 plates. So you're more likely to get this instantaneous boost of gold. Take mid tower, which is great for Zed. And now you're in prime position to get deep wards in that blue jungle. Look to collapse in the bottom lane. You can maybe 4-man dive this because you would have still had your ult. Or actually you wouldn't have, but it would be up again by that point. And then set yourself up for that dragon. I think that would have been a better macro play, as well as funneling yourself some more experience juice. Because, again, we left, we made play, we run away, and you died. So you literally had a great, you sort of run a lap around the field, but we didn't get any camps or experience. Which is what we want to avoid. Also, Nico stuns, I think you're learning about those. Right? Boom. Did we lose you again? Twitch chat, we lost him. Repeat, Discord down, Twitch chat, Discord down. A JavaScript error has occurred in the main process. Stream destroyed. I'm not even kidding, that's what it says, look at this. Look at this, that's what it says. Stream destroyed. Oh no, that's not it. Wait, I have to move that. No, that's not it. Okay, everything is broken. There you go. Stream destroyed. Look, error. Stream destroyed. As long as I'm live on Twitch, we're okay. As long as I'm live on Twitch, we're fine. I think. Right, hold up. Hold on, I'm gonna try to fix this. Raum Cadet 11 has subscribed for 2 months at tier 1. Thank you very much. And in advance for tier 1. Oh. has subscribed for 2 months in advance at tier 1. I got it. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Hold up. Oh, that's ultra wide screen. As long as I'm live, just tell me if I disconnect, all right? I can see Twitch chat. Okay. Discord. End process. Done. Close task manager. Weep a little bit for Discord. F for Discord. Checking for updates. Downloading updates. Thank you for following Lady Link. Welcome from the Discord. It says you DC'd from Discord. You got flash banged by the ultra wide? Yeah, I did.
Alright, we're back.
Are we back? Hello?
Yeah, hey.
Alright. I said you were learning about the Nico stun and then
Yeah. And I give that 1,000 gold. And that's right when it cut out.
I think the Nico stun transitioned to my driver script in Discord.
Yeah.
Let me just check with the Twitch chat here. We good? Twitch chat? We can hear everything. Everything's working. Good. All right. Yeah. So I mean, as I was saying, you know, you have a long tier out on the field, and we don't get any experience, you know. And she, as you said, what is Sejuani doing? 0-3-1, but she is farming. She knows she's gonna scale. She will give you a herald. She will give you a dragon. She will let you play your games because eventually, their team comp is a better fighter team comp. So I think the biggest thing for me in your sort of mental attitude in this first 15 is don't, for lack of a better word, don't overcompensate too much. You know?
It seems, I kind of feel like Echo's kind of the same way though. You know, if I'm having a good early game into most champs, then things are going to go really well.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, okay, I got Rift, I got Herald, I have kills. Now I just kind of can coast until the late game at least, where I don't have to worry as much about, you know, like other early games where I'm playing from behind from like a really aggro jungler like Kha'Zix or Graves or something.
Yeah.
But I guess Sejuani doesn't really care as even more than I do about
she
that.
Doesn't care at all.
Yeah.
Whew. And you see what she's doing. Hey, her name's even called Perfect CS. You knew what you were getting.
Yeah.
So for me, to sort of summarize, I guess what we're trying to say is, your lead that you're saying, like, I need to keep the pressure on it, or I need to get such a big lead I can coast. Versus a team comp that scales better, you cannot coast, ever. And the need to keep your lead up isn't necessarily through kills. It isn't necessarily through invading. And we haven't had any counter jungling. You know, you had a blue buff invade twice, but you didn't steal camps. So she just got to farm while you had control of the map. And she doesn't care. So the best thing you can do is in between all that activity that you had, which is really good, we've talked about that, this is still a tier 1 Grom. Last week it was tier 1 Krugs, right?
Yeah.
We swapped sides. Now we don't. Today, yesterday, Krugs were my enemy. Today, Grump is my enemy. This guy likes to become a toad every now and then, so we must make sure he's gone. This as well, level 8. I think the Scuttle is just ahead of every other camp you have. 8.
I think so too.
4. This should be a 4. This could also be a 7. Hey, there you go, 7. So you got so much experience that is left. I would honestly say, with the lead you have, you should be level 10.
Yeah, that's just by. So some of the, I know it's not results-based thinking, but you know, some of all those ganks that worked out, it's hard to say they're not worth it. You know what I mean? So
no, they were worth it. Okay, I'll tell you. First gank, very worth. Well played. 4 camp clear onto the map before this is Sejuani. Excellent. Thumbs up. Take the crab out smiter. Good. Double crabber because she doesn't deserve anything. Great. You had lane prio here. You had lane prio mid. All were excellent reads. Afterwards, I said, what do you want to do? And the reason I said, look for this bottom lane gank, or look to do Krugs Raptors, or look to do Raptors Krugs, is because by taking Raptors Krugs, okay, you take the tier 2 Raptors off the map, you take the tier 1 Krugs off the map, you can reset, go top lane, and you should be looking at the volley. Now, when you're resetting here and you see, hey, Volibear's level 5, he's going to hit 6, the probability that he hits 6 before you get top lane is very, very high. And you were close. Like, you got there and he was 5, but he just hit 6. You know? So the risk for me was, I like that you were thinking of getting a pre-6 gank, but it was a little bit too late to sort of prio it so heavily. I think taking these camps is really great because it allows you 2 decisions when you go back to base. Is top gankable? In your case, it was. Okay, so I go. Do your thing. Run into the Sejuani. Counter ganker. Killer. 3-0. Excellent, right? All of that happens as you wish. Now you can fall down Crab, Grump, Wolves, Tier 3 Raptors, Tier 2 Red, Tier 2 Krugs. And now you're 2 levels up. Now you're 2 levels up.
Interesting. Does resetting, or so when you were talking about ganking that Senna, if I just fall back and take Raptors, Krugs, does that just kind of force me to go top then? I'm not saying that's wrong, but I'm just wondering, then it's like I have to go top now to camp sequence?
You have to go top if you are looking to camp sequence. However, you'd be level 5, right? You'd be pretty damn close to 5. Then you have 2 decisions, and this is what I've been putting in videos. Do we go top or do we go bottom side? In your case, is top gankable? Yeah, it is. Is there a Crab? Yeah, there is. Is Sejuani most likely sequencing up because she started blue? Yeah, she is. So it puts you on the map with the enemy jungler, and it puts you on the side of the map that allows you to gank a lane you've already ganked, because no flash, as you said. But if top lane, say Volley dies to the Udyr, say Sejuani shows up for a gank top side, now there's not as much point going top lane, but we could go straight to Dragon.
Yeah.
That's soloable. You could go for a lane gank Lantern onto the bottom lane who have no flash, and then go into the Dragon, right? You had options by taking these camps. So you set it up for a full sequence, you set up a top or bottom decision, and you can play the Sejuani around. If she goes top, you take Dragon. And then we gank bottom lane again. And now it will be very easy in that universe to invade a blue, because you'd be level 6.
It makes sense when you say it like that.
Yeah. It's tough though.
Yeah.
It's tough though. It's not easy. And this is not the easy stuff. This is the problem. This is what makes really, really good junglers though.
Yeah.
And my favorite way of jungling is this. I haven't played as much, but it's I like doing it with tank junglers as with volley still. As long as I have a good damage source on my team, I can do this very easily because I can gank a lot. I can farm very quickly. As volley, people don't think he can. And I can solo Dragon. So I have the same decisions you have, Sejuani doesn't. Sejuani doesn't. She's just a lunk of meat that sits in the way of everyone. So I think that decision to go top lane for that second gank was great. And the fact that you get the counter gank and the gank off is great. But, as you said, if it didn't work out, now what? Right?
Yeah.
If it doesn't work out, what are we, 1459? 1459, and we were at here. Here, right? There you go. So, we'll go back to 1459. I mean, you're here now. What happens if Udyr dies? What happens if Sejuani ganks first? There's risk in your... Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just kind of stuck having the sequence down and...
But all the camps would be low. Tier 1 Grom, Tier 2 Wolves, Tier 2 Raptors, Tier 1 Krugs. There's no experience jump, and that's why Season 9 was so great for these ganking junglers, because they'd have catch-up experience. So we said, thank you very much. The catch-up experience you would have gotten from Wolves and Raptors in Season 9 would have juiced you all the way to level 6. You'd be good to go.
That's pretty annoying, honestly, but...
I liked it because it played junglers into what they are. Map controllers and gankers. I don't like AFK farm junglers. I don't like that I don't like that a 0-3-1 Sejuani is a level above you. I don't like that. Does anyone actually like that, guys? That's not right for me. She has 30 more CS because she sequenced up and down 3 times, but you got a Dragon, a Herald, multiple ganks, you're 5-0, you invaded twice, you had lane prio, and you're behind a level. I don't like that.
It's kind of crazy.
But then again, with catch-up experience, you'd have the opposite effect of that. So it's like this balance,
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I just, when it was catch-up XP and you're on Elise and you're up 4 kills and they're the same level as you down CS, it was kind of annoying too,
Yeah, no, I agree with you. But look, level 1 Grump, level 9 Blue, that's nice. Level 4, you took the Raptors, thank you. But you just left way too much on the map, and I think your whole first 5 minutes was great. As you said, we saw it was really nice and active. But then now you can say, okay, no objectives, got the ganks. Next, I want to make sure our bot lane is fed and we have dragon control. So let's sequence accordingly.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense now. I don't know. Maybe I was just used to the full clear where I didn't even have to think about it as much because I was just now everything's tier 2. You know, whatever I take. But maybe it's just getting used to the inner clear a little bit more.
Yeah, no, it's the inner clear sets you up for that map presence, but as I said, it sets you up. I might do a video on it because the amount we're talking about this clear is actually insane. It sets you up for that nice sequence reversal. And you know, as an Evelyn, I'll tell you as an Evelyn, if Evelyn was a bit more ganky, right?
Yeah.
You could very easily do your inner clear, do whatever you did, double crab, and then you could just literally full clear up again. And go back to base, you'll be level 6, and now you can go straight bottom lane gank, ultimate, and Drake. You know? That's something you could have also done. If you decided, if you decided, hey, top lane, thumbs up, good job, my friend. Oh, Lichbane Zonya's Udyr. Okay, so he's not going the dark tech, but at least he's going Phoenix. You know, if you had done that after this nonsense earlier on, and you just sequence everything up, if you have the resources, again, that sets you up nicely. So it's the initial route you did was great, but then phase 2 of the route is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
That sets you up for a huge experience. And if we don't play that second part of the route in terms of our back timings and what camps we're focusing, then you're gonna be in the situation you're in.
Yeah. Like I was saying, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
You like fill it out, but at the time I was just thinking, oh, okay, I just gotta invade, clear down more gank lanes, but I didn't even realize, like, in the game, I'm like, wow, how am I a level behind her, you know what I mean? But it makes sense when...
And you see, I mean, she's 100 CS at 68 and you're 48, which is...
Yeah.
I think it's... Once the bad things started happening, not bad things, just, you know, a little bit of unfortunate events, you sort of got way too tied to making sure that you out-ganked her and out-pressured her. And then the more you do that, the more she farms, the less you catch up. And the more she makes that lead really big. Like, what's a grump? No. There she is. Like, you knew she was in this area, right?
Yeah.
So actually, I just wanted to see the level 9. So we're getting into the sort of ascended levels of experience. You have everyone here, right? Now we're gonna try and dive her.
I was originally gonna try and dive her.
We have ultimate. She's running away. Okay. You have Thresh, and then you have a wave. Let's pull this Grump out. Let's try and do it quickly. You know?
Yeah.
You can pull it out with your W. That's just another bit of counter jungling. And now you know she's here, so you should leave. And now you're losing your red. And now, we know Herald is up, and you have 1,400 gold.
I'm pretty sure I back off here and go towards it.
I like Lichbane on Echo, but obviously raw AP would give you more farming, right?
Yeah.
Like a Blasting one and Aether Wisp. I kind of like that even on, obviously on Evelyn I prefer it, but I kind of like that just because it gives me more damage overall for farming. So it makes this less of an issue. You know?
I see. It's better for tower taking and stuff, which is why I like it so much, but I don't know how much I need that right now, you know, compared to camp sequencing when I'm already behind.
Yeah. Like, you can go Lichbane if you prefer the playstyle, but I'm just talking about the build order. I would just look at some challenger echoes and see exactly how they do that. My preference sometimes is if I'm trying to farm a bit more catch up. Raw AP is way better, obviously. But
yeah,
I mean,
I switched to. Nice. I watched a couple of challenger junglers. I switched to Boots Futures Market. I like it a lot, honestly.
Yeah, it's good.
Awesome.
You know, the thing is, what you did is you gave your bot lane the power to carry, and you removed some of it from yourself. And they're making plays. Like, we should all... I would just herald in this. Like, you guys are doing a good job. I mean, you're behind in farm, but what would... That's just because we're looking about how we improve, right? But overall...
Yeah.
It's a good game so far still, you know? Like, if we tag in those moments where we said you should farm, I think the game's done. Because you'd be at the same level as her or a level above.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was looking for in this game, because like when everything works out like this, I'm looking like, how in the world could we lose this game? You know what I mean? So that's kind of the stuff I was looking for. You know, like what should I be doing different? Because I should be way ahead at this point, to where it's like almost impossible to lose this. But with this many kills, how it's worked out. Yeah, don't talk about that. It happens to everybody.
Oh no, you don't go back for it. You actually leave it.
No, I lost it.
It happened. Hey guys, we're watching the NALCS.
I know.
Oh, that is tragic. I was like, you know, is the only negative that you've had from this game, the only negative is your farming in between the ganks and the pressure, and of course I think that one cross map invade, which is just funny. But you had great objective control, which is what we talked about. Oh my god, that's so tragic.
Yeah, I know.
This is a tragedy of the maximum scale.
Did I die and did I miss it? I didn't see the purple goal. I thought I had it this whole time. It was just funny.
Twitch chat's on your side. They said at least you got the experience.
Yeah, it's like 25 gold too. Right?
There you go. Yeah. Okay, so here you're giving up. Okay, look, you're not playing Echo selfish. You're playing Echo team player. So you're gonna give away control. But I think that's an important lesson. When I play volley like this, I don't mind because I'm volley. I go dead man's, I go visage, I get a knight's vow, and I can do damage and exist. You know, as Echo, you kind of do need the gold.
Yeah.
But that's fine. We talk a lot about jungling, playing around your team, and if they're gonna be doing a good job, then you know what, I'm not complaining. I think here, what are you looking at now? Because this is where things get a little messy, but.
So, right now is like one of the harder times, because I have wolves up, and there's no objectives on the map. So I don't know if I'm just looking, like obviously we have towers, they don't, so I don't know exactly what I would do, but from here right now, I'd probably just go whichever lanes push, try and counter invade or counter jungle, you know? Because obviously her camps are worth way more than mine too at this point, but and kind of just put pressure on them to stay out of their jungle, you know?
I think here the important note is, and what people in high gold into plat don't pay attention to, is fighting for a reason. Now obviously getting kills and advantages is great. And I hate to tout a lot of the pro play. Why are they fighting unless it's an objective? I mean, making picks and pushing waves is an objective in and of itself in this elo, but for me, I mean, we take the wolves. Just take him. Like, you take the Herald, we lost it, tragic. Take the Gromp, take the wolves, because they're level 4. You kill them in half a second.
Yeah.
Like, they're just babies. They don't do anything. And now go back to base. Now you can go to your Krugs, okay? And you can sequence to your Raptors, assuming they're not stolen, like in this case. And then you can basically look, what is my team trying to do? If you have nice split pushing potential, say that Udi is here and he's just destroying everyone, and your whole team is on the field, don't farm. You know, join them, let's try and push waves up, let's try and siege towers and so on. If you have disjointed backtimers like a dead Thresh, now we farm. You're not going to go looking for an uneven fight, especially if it's that team comp. Now we can farm and wait for Thresh. Like here, we just ignore the Krugs here. Thresh is just respawning. He's not in any position to make a play. The next objective is the Baron. This should be 100% down. So we can just take this and go up, because we're looking to shadow mid lane and hover for the next dragon and try and sort of just not get caught out to the point that you get aced. Because if you get aced, you lose a Baron.
Okay.
Now they've all... Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, it's definitely... Like, these situations, like I was saying, where there's no objectives, it's kind of hard to tell what to do, but I don't know, that makes sense. So, you know what I mean? Just farming and kind of waiting for the whole team to be out.
Yeah, I think taking Krugs, Raptors, and then going through mid lane with Jhin to join this is not a bad play. If they were already engaged in 3v5 and dying, which, let's be honest, guys, we all know that, right? They're gonna get caught out and die. And there's nothing you can do about it. If that were to happen, hey, bottom lane split push. We have Lichbane. You know?
Yeah, good too.
In these cases, yeah, you might be giving away a Baron, but she's a level ahead of you anyway. That would be something that's situational. Do I steal it? Do I not? Do I split push? I think in this case... Ah! Hello, Senna! Yes! There you go. That's perfect. Problem is, everything's here.
Yep.
Everything's here. So you have two choices. Sequence these camps, follow mid with Jhin, which is what I said, right? You tie him with Jhin, and Senna shows bottom lane. Is anyone threatened by the Senna on the bottom lane? I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, she can ult, but no, obviously.
Yeah, she can ult, but she can ult from anywhere, so it doesn't really matter. If you aren't able to assassinate and kill her, then you aren't on the map. You're not farming, you're not on the fight, we're not warding, we're not... You know, are we even active?
Yeah.
You know? We're deactivated.
Yeah.
But that's fine, your team did a good job again, so let's push a wave. And now we gotta be very careful. My problem here is, by leaving this camp and this camp so often, you're really stifling yourself. Like, you should definitely be at least... You should be level 12 to 13, but you should definitely at minimum be level 11.
Yeah.
And I think that's where everything we've said so far is going to hurt you now. Because now it's coming to a point where you're going to team fight, but you don't have much individual power. Careful. Dragon's coming up.
See, it's hard. So for me, like in this situation, it's hard for me to tell. Like,
Yeah.
I know levels are important, but I definitely have items, you know what I mean? And I just, yeah, I didn't hear another shutdown. That's pretty good, but...
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Providing entertainment is important for streaming as well, so don't worry.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they'll enjoy that one. No, I think here you're just overchasing. You know, we talked about it, and you said, you know, I have items. It's true, you have items, but how much gold do you have? 725. You know, you've probably left at least 500 gold on the map, minimum.
Yeah.
Which again would give you a Magi. And if we play intelligently with our positioning, especially with the lead you have, that's very easy to stack. Very, very easy to stack.
Especially on Echo.
Especially on Echo. But obviously not if we do this. And I think the problem is you see, I'm level 10, he's level 10, she's level 11, and I think you get a bit frustrated, so you, maybe not consciously, but you sort of definitely want to overcommit to things, which is why you chase these kind of kills. You know, like, we should just back off here. That's great, leave. Hit the shield and leave. You know? A little bit of restraint there, but I think we touched on that a little bit last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we call, that's a very classic platinum throw, so that's good. You know?
Good. Yeah.
Your throws are elevating as well, yeah. Everything's going up, including the throws. I see that way too much in platinum mods. Yeah. But that's fine. My issue is, I think there wasn't this internal clock. Okay, there's a dragon up. Let's recall set up and you know, get that third Drake, which really puts your stamp on this game.
Yeah, I've been doing that almost. I don't want to say too much lately. Where now I'm focusing on dragons. Like, even I know I didn't right there, but I'm just saying it most of my games. Like, I want to this fight the guy I do it with. He's the Jhin. Have been going over a lot too. I was wondering if you could answer. I'm sure he gets ADCs telling him the only thing that matters is pushing mid lane, and I'm like, no, dude, I have to go and get vision and set up dragon, and then we're kind of split. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't know your thoughts on it.
Like, you mean over here in this situation?
Well, in this situation, I just kind of int into them, and they're going to get the dragon either way. But I just meant like in general, because I have been and like seeing results with it. Like, I buy 2 control wards most of the time. I'm setting up dragon vision. It's actually got me some wins that I definitely shouldn't or wouldn't have got before. But I don't know where you like. When do you want to go start setting up vision? When do you want to push mid? Like, based on the timer of the dragon, you know.
If in this situation you guys have mid and you want to team fight top line, Senna is recalling. She's going to join her team here. So you've basically got you had 2 control wards in your pocket, I think, before you died. So you actually didn't get any value out of that gold because you didn't place them. So for me, I'm thinking, right, shove the wave as hard as you can onto this tower. Volibear's out of position. Throw your W if you want. Throw a Q if you want. But we're not looking to kill him. You're not going to be able to kill him, right? So let's shove this wave as best we can. Now, let's go back so we can actually see what we have here. Right, you join them. A little late, but you join them nonetheless. Right, we've got a cannon wave. He's out of position. We've got a low HP Zed. So what I'm thinking is, shove this wave with Q as hard as I can. Make sure this wave dies ASAP. Because if this wave dies ASAP, you can retreat into your jungle, into their jungle here. Hit these plants, put your control wards down, hit your scanners, clear vision control, and set it up. Now, obviously, I don't see the timer. But if you have, say, 30 seconds from mid lane, that's great. That's more than enough time to get back, trap, and do it. You don't want to leave too soon. Because if you leave now from this position with a minute, what do you do for 30 seconds? You posture around, it's too late to go back, there's no camps to steal, the Jhin is just idling his thumbs. If you've got 30 seconds, it's great. Just shove the wave. Now you've got lane prio, and it's more than enough time to set up vision and then fall back to the dragon. And if they want to contest, you've already got it. Right? Secured. Off the field. If everyone is low and everyone has a lot of gold, then a minute. You need to go back with a minute. You can't be messing around here. You just shove the wave and you all go back on the spot here. Spend your gold and reset for the dragon.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. And then of course, the third option is this, but that's only if you want the kick W's in the chat.
Yeah. I don't know. He's got no MR, you know, I just want to blow him up. That volley bear from last VOD tilted me. So
as a volley main, I do enjoy it when people think they can blow me up because I have no MMR. I have no MR.
Yeah.
His build's kind of dumb though. Any volley bear people, this is stupid. You want to go Sheen and Kindle Gem, and I did that on the remaker. On the as soon as the visual update came through, I did that. And there was another Korean one also doing it. And now everyone's kind of doing it, but not Fade Sheen. That's just stupid.
Yeah.
And because you're dead, you lose the team fight. So I think, you know, last week there was some variance in why we threw, but I think at least this I like that we can singularly and with all due respect blame it on your int.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Like that's good. I'd much rather have that be a thing than sort of it out of your hands, because the more you see it that it's in your hands, the easier it is to climb. Yeah, this is what's coming back to bite you. Like, you don't even touch it for so long. The wolves are still level 4. You've taken them one time, so you did an inner clear and never touched the wolves again. Warwick mains are offended.
Yeah,
yeah, you're a cat guy.
Actually, he's my other main too, so.
Yeah, you just couldn't hurt them. That's just so sad.
Yeah, exactly.
And now they've got this and they're shoving, you know. And this
is where the game kind of starts to. I was wondering, you know, why I'm down in levels and stuff, but that's the kind of stuff I was wondering. Like, okay, well, how has this game gone so bad when I was just. Because it couldn't have almost gotten better with the ganks. You know, you don't get that many games where you get that many good ganks off.
No, you don't.
Kill everybody, so.
Yeah, you don't. That's just the dream, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. Hopefully, I was just trying to, you know, learn like exactly what I was doing different that would have secured the game a different way. Besides the obvious 1,000 gold shutdown to Nico and their other team, you know.
I think Nico's one of the weirdest champions. I always forget that stun lasts for like 1,800 years.
Yeah, it's brutal.
It goes through like 4 minions, hits you, and you're like, oh, guess I can go to the toilet.
Yeah.
I don't need to be here for a while.
Yeah, exactly. They have a ton of CC too.
Yeah. Oh, she has all the CC she needs. I'd buy Merc Treads just for Nico.
Yeah.
Not really, but it feels that way.
Yeah.
So it just evolves into just ARAM turbo fighting?
Yeah, I think, let's see. So we got the 2 dragons early, then I int that one. I think if I don't int in that spot right there, and we get that drag, we probably win the game, is my guess. Because I think it goes like 3 drags to 3 drags, and then I die stealing soul, and then we lose the game.
Okay. I mean, with each video, so
I have a nice Baron stealing here too, though, so that's good.
Yeah, I kind of just want to see this because there's a lot of posturing now. Everyone's just kind of ARAMing. You see this? Everyone just kind of chilling, throwing out Qs. Absolute chaos. But you see the problem is you don't have the gold to be able to do that to the backline without considering anyone else, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you're hovering, just throwing Qs, because you know if you go in, you're not going to watch out anyone. Versus Senna and a Sejuani's just going to Q you and you're screwed. So I think everything that we've talked about sort of ends up in this moment where you don't have as much carry potential. Sorry, I always pause on lasagnas. Sorry, guys. And then you say you int for Soul, but it looks like it's just... Do you have a specific question, or did we hit the question that you wanted for...
No, I think that's pretty good. Once, I think... no, you actually answered a lot. I think it helped a lot. And it's just good to see like your coaching and stuff. And obviously that first clear it turned into like 5 kills. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, it's really nice.
It's just good to see. And it's good to like kind of follow up on. Okay, yeah, I did the 4 camp clear, and then never touch those camps again. You know what I mean? But
yeah. I think here I think it's worth going for this. Hey, you actually steal it. Very nice.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna give you Twitch chat. Let's give him the slow mo for that. It's worth you get a slow mo for that. That's nice. I love it with Echo though.
I thought maybe, you know, if nobody else dies here and I get Soul, we could probably wait out Baron. But I think 2 other people die. Yeah, Udyr goes down or something.
I mean, you get Soul here and you die, but they have Baron, so they can just run it down. And the only way that this is actually super good is if you have wave clear, which you don't really. Not to the level I'm talking. Like if you've got a Ziggs, right? With a blue buff, and they have Baron and you got a Soul. Okay, we chill. This is a great move because the Ziggs just gonna sit on the towers. They won't be able to touch you guys with a Soul. But here, yeah, the most important thing is no one else must die. Unfortunately, everyone else seems to be on the verge of death.
Yeah, I didn't think I would die either, but Nico, I think it was Nico hit a really good route when I flashed in.
Yes.
Of course.
3,000 year route as always. Yeah, now you just, Baron with 3 fires, and that's the problem, right? We give up 3 fire dragons, almost 4, to a Nico and to a Brand. That is mighty scary.